Hello, and welcome back for another Avatar The Last Airbender traditional draft. This has just got to be the Abandoned Air Temple. This is the strongest of the rare lands. Ba Sing Se is pretty good too, the green one. That lets you tap and create a Earthbent 3/3 land. What do we want to wheel from this pack? We want, I'm going to take a screenshot, Fire Nation attacks for Boros. Yip Yip if we're like mono white and we get the White Lotus. But we're going to have an incentive to go wide. So blue white, red white are going to be, and green white are going to be biases that we have. I mean, I'll play this in any color combination that has white. All we need is another white mana to tap it and put counters on our creatures, and it's good. Sunbender Scavenges is a rare, but it's nothing special. I would rather have the Lost Halls, the uncommon black-white, if we are going to be black-white. Maybe Fire Sages here? Compassionate Healer is fine. But Fire Sages, I think, has a higher upside. If we wanted to stick white, we could take it here. I think it's between these two. Okay, Fire Sages it is. Go wide. Alright, nothing particularly interesting to me in this pack. We can take a Treetop Freedom Fighters or a Yip Yip. I've been down on Treetop Freedom Fighters actually. I just find that in the red decks where you're trying to go wide, it's a pretty replaceable 3-drop. It can feel good if you are on the play and you get to crack in for 2 damage and then have 2 bodies. But otherwise, not great. Okay, Fire Nation Attacks was passed by 3 drafters. And there's a copy of this in the first pick. So we'll take this here. Realm of Ko is another good rare land, but I don't think it's anywhere near the power level of Abandoned Air Temple or the green one, Ba Sing Se. Bad, bad, bad red cards. Uninteresting white cards. And a blue-white land. Rowdy Snowballers is probably one of the worst blue cards you could pick up. Red isn't good at fighting, and I'm not trying to pick up a Hog Monkey here. Let's take a Water Tribe Captain. It's playable. And if we are go wide, it's not impossible that the 5 mana team pump effect becomes relevant. Ooh, bunch of 6, 7, 6 drops that I don't want to play, and 4 drops I don't want to play. Expensive cards. We'll take, I guess, Airship Engine Room here. In case we play it. Earth Rumble Warriors is the card I dislike the least. And we could play it in either green-white or red-white. Earth Kingdom Protectors is nice. We'll pick it up here over Airbending Lesson and the Deserter. You're going to have plenty of allies if you're playing white. Water Tribe Captain, for example, is an ally. The Firebenders in red, unfortunately, are not. So that's a little bit of a non-bow. This is probably the best in green-white. Still good in blue-white. Still playable in red-white if you've got white cards that you want to protect. Vengeful Villagers is like one of the worst white cards. We'll take a Corrupt Court Official here. I don't think we want to run any of this. Black white is not impossible if we see the Sandbender's wheel. Fire Nation attacks wields. That is crazy. I think we gotta be red white. Treetop Freedom Fighters is probably a better pickup than Fire Nation Raider. Now we can take a peek see at 17 lands and see what cards were taken. The first pick, 3 black cards if you count the black-white Sandbender Scavenges, including the Merchant of Many Hats, which isn't great, Fire Nation Engineer, which isn't great. I mean, they're playable. So, first pick that wield. 17 lanes doesn't show what cards were taken. The very first pick, that's odd. I think Sunblessed Peak over the Rough Rhino Cavalry here. Wandering Musicians is playable. I think more so than the Earth Rumble Wrestlers. I don't love this here. Okay, Legend of Roku is an excellent pickup. I would like a Team Avatar. I wouldn't mind a Twin Blades. And Razor Rings is something we would play, but it's got to be the Mythic Rare Saga. These are so good. The Legend of Kurik, Sozin, Yang Chen, all of them are very impactful cards. Team Avatar is in the next pack. I don't know that we take it over Ira's demonstration, though. This thing is nice. And this doesn't look like a secret tunnel type deck. I am curious. Rose demonstration, very good. The Team Avatar, less good, but still very high upside, especially in these go wide decks. If we end up with Fire Nation Cadets, this is a good way to turn them on. And if we play against a deck that has a lot of X1s, which there are a lot of ways to make X1s, like the 4 drops in white will often make 1/1s, and the White Lotus Plains card will make a bunch of 1/1s, and this is an X1 that would die. We don't see any solid red cards in here. Tiger Dilla is really a red-green card. We're not going to have 4 power creatures for this very often. Legend of Roku, after it transforms in phase 3, would be our only 4 power creature or Water Tribe Captain if we pump something pre-combat. So this would be very awkward in red white. We'll take Momo, Playful Pet. Or Balloon or Enter the Avatar State. We don't have a ton of firebending yet. I think I like Yip Yip over Enter the Avatar State, and they fulfill a similar role. I'm curious what the win rates are on 17 lands between these two cards. Enter the Avatar State is actually 56.4. War Balloon 53.6. Significantly worse. We'll take an airbending lesson here. I think it's better than Sun Warriors. This doesn't have enough firebending yet, IMO. Crew 3 would be hard. Airbending lesson is going to be good interaction for us. Sun Warriors doesn't do anything when it ETBs. Airbenders reversal over Fire Nation cadets here. Is that right? Azula, Flame of Pembroke. 4 mana, 1/1. Probably not. Probably not. Kyoshi Warriors is probably better than Abandoned Attachments here, but I would like an Abandoned Attachments if we end up with Fire Nation cadets. Another Fire Nation attacks. So I think Fire Nation cadets look pretty good. We'll pick them up with even more of a priority now. Because we currently have just Firebending from the Sages and the 2/2s that we make when we cast this. Mongoose Lizard is going to the sideboard. Another Yip Yip is fine. And I guess we're more likely to play these than the Tiger Dillo. And once poor Turtle Duck. Beetle-headed Merchants is the last pick. Someone took a land over it, I guess. Okay, well. Nothing for us here besides the Pox Bears. We do kind of desperately need 2-drops, so it's not my favorite thing to pick up. But that'll be our first, our second 2-drop feature. Jasmine Dragon Tea Shop. I actually have come down on my I kind of want the land, to be honest. It is tricky with Abandoned Air Temple. And with that, so maybe it is Airbending Lesson, right? We have a lot of these 1-drops. Ally Spell, though. Ally Spell. Let's take it here. Water Tribe Rallier is a great pickup. Oh yeah, we want 4 of these cards. Cave of Two Lovers, fantastic. Fire Nation Cadets, fantastic. Lightning Strike, fantastic. I think we gotta take Water Tribe Rallier. And hope that one of these red cards wheel. Fox Bears, once again, not what we want to be playing. This would be fun, and if it were ever playable, it would be like with 3 Fire Nation attacks, but I think even then it's still bad. I bet it doesn't even have enough data on 17 lands to have a game in hand win rate. It doesn't. Team Avatar. Okay. That will help us punch through damage, and if we had Fire Nation Cadets, it could help them get Firebending off. We're gonna have to pass on Young here. 3 exhaust is expensive after you've played a 3-drop that only has a 2/3 body. We'll take Razor Rings. I don't think Zuko Exiled Princess here is just a replaceable 4-drop, kind of like Wandering Musicians. I think these are our best 4-drops, and we don't want very many more. Speaking of not wanting more 4-drops, I was going to say let's take Fire Nation Raider here. We're actually going to take whatever, take the other card. What's his name? Who he is. Combustion Man. With his combustion plan. Doubt we're playing anything out of here. And is this the first pack wheeling? I don't love this. I think it's going to be pick 10 or 11. That has all those powerful cards we want to wheel. Lightning Strike, Cave of Two Lovers, and Fire Nation Cadets. Bowls of War, what are you doing here? Well, it firebends, and we need 3-drops, so we'll take it. We might run it over Water Tribe Captain here. Fire Nation Cadets did wheel here. The Lightning Strike and the Cave of Two Lovers were taken, but Fire Nation Cadets is going to be enabled by, yeah, these lessons. And help us cast Fire Nation attacks. And hopefully we can push them through with Razor Rings and Iroh's Demonstration and Airbender's Reversal and stuff like this. Deserter's Disciple might be alright. Punch through Firebending. Okay, I think we have 20-ish solid cards that we like, and then the rest of this filler I don't hate. Jasmine Dragon Tea Shop. So these two are a little awkward with early drops. But I think it's worth it to have a mana sink. We'll see if we regret that soon. Combat Tricks go over here. We got 3 of them. That's not too much, I've found. Removal. That gets played whenever over here. 3, 4, kind of removal, you know, it's like bounce. Do nothing over here. And this looks like a solid little red-white deck. Alright. Let's run it out and see how it does. Asian Dragon. We get to play first. And we have our rare land. I am going to play out the Fire Nation Cadets first. Please tell me this doesn't come in tapped. Okay, we did it. I think if you have more than one basic land, it comes in tapped. And I'm misunderstanding it. I thought as long as you control at least one basic land, it wouldn't come in tap, but I've seen it come in tap. He has nothing, or he's convincingly passing very quickly with 2 red and green mana. War Balloon is not going to block by itself. I do wish we had something better to do with our mana, but next turn we'll be able to activate Fire Nation attacks or start putting counters on all our creatures. It's likely going to be getting our Firebenders out there. 4 mana for our 1 mana card. That's alright. Zuko will block our 2/2s. But we can threaten to make them 3/3s. How much mana do we have? 3, 6, 8. Can't cast Fire Nation attacks, but we can do this. And with 5 mana, we can get to 3 power on our creatures, right? We can tap Abandoned Air Temple. 1, 2, 3, because we have an untapped plains. And if he doesn't block, then we just cast Fire Nation attacks again. That's fine. Warballoon has 3 toughness. I think Earth Kingdom Protectors is more valuable than 3/2. If he did have the super rare red board wipe, I don't know if that there is one in this set, then we could sack Earth Kingdom Protectors to give something indestructible and then finish him off next turn. That was nice for us. He's playing red-green. We saw slower stuff. The first play he made was for like 4 mana, 3 mana, 4 mana. We haven't seen anything below CMC 3. I think we run it as is. Okie dokie artichoke. We have another hand with the Abandoned Air Temple. We keep. Opponent has to mulligan. It's good for us. Bad for him. Not the most high octane start for us. Alright, get a mountain out here. And we can airbend lessen his wall top sentries end of his turn. He doesn't have a lesson card in his graveyard, so he doesn't gain 2 life when this thing dies yet. Non-land. But this does not have that non-land restriction. Okay, we've got quite a few lands, but we can start pumping our creatures. Oh, we can actually destroy Abandoned Air Temple. It at least uses his turn. Okay, we're not doing anything for 4 mana, so might as well throw that down now. Smacking for big damage with our 1/1s. But each have vigilance. And he opts to create Fire Sages instead of attacking with that 4/4 forest. He does have reach. We'll just flash in Fire Nation attacks at the end of his turn. Yeah, we're going to want to save the Airbender's Reversal for his Dialy Agents. Dialy Agents is great. A great card. Okay, Fire Nation Cadets. we don't have a lesson card in the... We do have a lesson card in the graveyard. So 3, 6 mana. 2, 8. That's not enough. Short. So we'll play Fire Nation Cadets. Pox Bears. We won't forget that he has Reach on Wall-Top Sentries and attacking with Momo Playful Pet. I don't think we can kill it with Airbender's Reversal to stop the life ping. I think that happens regardless. It's a good block for us. We'll let him, flinch first. Nice. And he should have Rocky Rebuked from his Death Touch. His Wall-Top Sentries. He would have been okay. We chill out. I think we chill out. 3, 6, 8. We could do 4 pumps if we'd have with just the Fire Nation Cadets. He's not an ally. So can't save him with Earth Kingdom Protectors. Zuko is going to be a problem. We'll be able to exile cards and outvalue us if we don't get anything. 5, 1, 2. We're short if we play this unless we attack with some Firebend. So let's just pass here. Four, 7, 8. So we're gonna sack our land next turn. I know it seems a little wonky. We have 2 9-mana cards we can cast. If we hit a land next turn. Maybe we don't actually. Scry 2 might be nice here. I mean, 3 toughness is the highest toughness he has. We put that on a Fire Soldier. We can attack in with Firebend. Cast Fire Nation attacks. So, change of plans. Four, 7, 8. Yep. This'll do it. Okay. I guess to eat this. This was not well thought out. Gotta be honest, I did totally forget about that. So we get just one more 2/2 body from this. We don't play Water Tribe Ralliers. Start hitting cards. Oof. Alright, not unwinnable here. Water Tribe Rallier can bend 3 times next turn. Maybe 4, depending on what we draw. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nothing is crazy. Nothing again is crazy again. At least we put those lands on the bottom. But we've got another Pretending Poxbearers, Deserter's Disciple, Fire Sages. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we only have 4 hits left in the deck, so that's not too crazy. Not hit it. Boomy is a problem. He gets an extra combat phase for lands as well. Okay, Legend of Roku and Fire Nation tax on the bottom. What is he targeting? Vindictive Wardens? Not Water Tribe Rallier? Okay. 5, 5, 5. We can still triple activate. Only Warballoon attacks, not Boomy Unleashed. So we walk out this turn. Kyoshi Warriors, please. Iroh's Demonstration on the bottom. Ooh, and we actually are one short. Back to no, we're not one short. Okay. Kyoshi Warriors. Now we chill. We gotta go next turn. Taupe is pretty good. He's gonna add basically 2 1/1 counters to a land creature that already exists, I bet. No jet. Roku's on the bottom. I don't know that we can even hit stuff at this point. Deserter's Disciple. Okay, we can't hit that. Is that the last hit? If we'd been paying attention, we would know those were together. Would want to hit one of those. Four. Let's just hope he forgets the fire sages and we put, how many counters could we put on? 8, 10, 11, 17. Do 5 counters max. Alright. I've seen enough. Okay, he's got good stuff. We did play wrong. Earthbend, big stuff. So we'll do better on the play than the draw here. We should have played Water Tribe Rallier first, and we gave him a 2-2 for free, essentially, when we attacked in with our 3-3 Firebending Soldier into a Fire Sages, while he still had mana open to put counters on it. Okay, this doesn't have a turn 2 play, but we have turn 3 and 4, and turn 3 has haste, so I'm gonna keep and hopefully not regret it. Come on. We're gonna regret it, I think. Well. Hold up. Hold up. He's got all 3 colors, red, green, and what was black for? Earth bending lesson is alright to see. I don't mind seeing that. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we can Fire Nation attacks here. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3 left. Yeah. Let's just swing out here with everything but the 1-1. No reason to cast Fire Nation attacks here. We're not doing anything with extra mana. Do we? I mean, he really doesn't like that 2-3, but I think it's fine. This is a fine trade for us. 4 mana for our 3-drop. So here's what we do here, right? 2 mountains. For treetop fighters, we can still play Water Tribe Rallier or Airbender's Reversal. No, let's not attack. Let's play Water Tribe Rallier. And yes, he can exhaust his rebellious captives, if he gets a land. But if that's all he does, then I think we're still in an okay spot. I actually like Earth Kingdom Protectors here. More than the Disciples. We have Firebending mana. Ooh, okay. This is free in terms of waterbending mana. Three, 5, and then 2 more. We don't attack into that though, we just develop out. So let's Fire Nation attacks on our time, our clock, whenever we think it's a good idea. Yeah, so exhaust onto a new body. We'll perform a 5-mana. That's not suspicious at all. And that's going to be a better Airbender's Reversal target than Darkest Captives or 4/4 lands. Okay, bunch of Firebenders again. Now we can tap these bodies. How about Fire Sages? Do we like that better than Fire Nation Cadets? We do. Ooh, with the Legend of Roku. Let's pop that. See if we hit any lands. We don't hit any lands. Three, 7, 8, 9. This is kind of crazy. We have like 3 hands. Our actual hand, exiled in the graveyard. Okay, so triple block this, double block this. Block this. Block this. And sack Earth Kingdom Protectors to save the Water Tribe Rallier. Okay. It's acceptable. No hits. 2 Yip-Yips to the bottom. No hits. Jasmine Dragon Tea Shop and Airbending Lesson to the bottom. And now we sack this. Give Water Tribe Rallier indestructible. And he does 3 damage. I mean 5 damage with the ping here. So when the dust settles, I feel pretty good about our board state. 3? Is it white? For Team Avatar? This is better than Pox Bears. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. actually don't need to attack here. Okay, Haru. Not as scary when he's hellbent. Then on turn 2. No. No activation water. Play this out. We have 6 mana. We can attack with just our Firebender if we had something to do off that. No, that would take us to 7 mana. We can't cast this. So let's just attack with a 1/1. Does gain 2 life here with the lesser card in the graveyard. Let's play Pox Bears, Fire Sages, and then we will be able to hold up Airbender's Reversal or our Avatar Roku. Eight mana, 3/6. Could only Firebend for 1, so we couldn't get to 8 mana for that 4/4 dragon. Nice. I had a solid deck, but we took advantage of him starting his Curve later, and we got pretty good blocks out for how to start a Riot. I think blocking correctly there is what saved us. Match 2 for Slim Bad Behavior. We fortunately start on the draw. Yeah, skippable. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Both colors. This is a curve we can affect the board with. Some interaction. We can play early. We get our best card. Maybe our second best card. We have the mythic rare Saga, the Legend of Roku. That may be our best card. He's playing blue-white flyers. Don't mind seeing the Glomp there. It is a 3/3 Vigilance, so the Vigilance is going to finally matter. See if he lets us use a Yip Yip here. Ooh, he's contemplating. Now to cover his cards. Looks like a nice relaxing spot. We actually can't Yip Yip, right? We would trade. There's gotta be Razor Rings here. Let's do Mountain in case we draw the Legend of Roku. And a Mountain next turn? That doesn't make sense. Earth Kingdom Dealer has nothing to target, so it's just the vanilla 3/3. This is 6 mana to create a creature. Okay, here we are. Alright, yep. We do still die. But we clear the way for Vindictive Warden to do some firebending. And we leave a 1/1 body left over. Boomerang basics. He's Dirtling Heart, so he's not going to affect the board next turn with that unless he has a 2-drop. Jasmine Dragon T-Shot. If we leave 1 white pip open here, we can still have Yip open. Okay, suck at 3 lands. 3, 5, 7, 8 mana. We didn't hit a land, so I might just, honestly, airbending lesson here. Hit a land. He's not going to have damage-based removal in blue-white. So we'll tab out now. It's a little lazy to not hold up Yip. But I think the only damage-based removal is Team Avatar. He has 0 creatures and Razor Rings. So we get game 1. He's got flyers, he's got bounce, he's got removal. So Yips are going to be good still. Let's run it back. Okay, let's keep it. Got our best 2-drop, best card. 2, 3, 4. Be a nice little curve out. If we don't have to end up playing Airbending Lesson to hit another land. Master Paku. It wouldn't be the worst thing to be stuck at 2 lands here, but we definitely want to hit the land now. We do, and it's a mountain. So we won't even mess around with just play Treetop Freedom Fighters. Ayo. Okay, well, that's gonna be a problem. We want to do this now. 3, 3, 4, 4. And Teo, so Iguana Parrot is the one attacking. I mean, this is scary. This is more damage, right? Don't hit a land. could die to flying and unblockable attacks here pretty easily. No attack is strange. I'm not gonna be greedy. I'm just gonna play with Legend of Roku. If we hit multiple lands, we won't be able to play them. E. So 2 of those cards are gonna get wasted. But we guarantee that we can play a land next turn and get mana off phase 2. So with 6 mana, we'll play Kyoshi Warriors, and either hold up Razor Rings and Yip, or maybe spew out Fire Nation attacks. Depending on what he does here. Yeah, we're going to need to get some defensive options, it looks like. What? How did he do that? How did he mill us? Oh, Master Paku. I don't love this. But we're blocking Master Paku with a jump block. Light? Quench? Does he have Quench? I'm thinking he has Quench. Okay, I'm thinking if he's got Quench mana up, we use Razor Rings first. On something other than the Iguana Parrot or Teo. Maybe like the Otter Penguin. And then that leaves us open to Airbender's Reversal with his Teo, even if he gets to 5 toughness. Because my fear is with Razor Rings that Iguana Parrot plays any instant speed spell and gets beyond 4 toughness, and Teo just needs to put 1 counter on himself to get to 5 toughness. Octopus form. We could have waited till we saw what creature is going to put 1/1 counter on, I think. Not entirely sure with the arena, but we'll still be able to put the 1/1 counter on Iguana Parrot. I think. Oh, wait, did we stop Teo? Or did he discard a card with Teo? It looks like he discarded a card with Teo. This has got to be another chump. Thankfully, Otter Penguin isn't attacking. Well, 3, 6 mana. Four. 5. let's play the Pox Bears. We have 3 white mana, so this is fine. If he had Quench, he would have already used it, I believe. Protect tag. So Airbender's Reversal is probably getting cast on that Otter Penguin. Okay, he just takes it at 20. That makes sense. We should be able to still do all the things we want to do here and activate Water Tribe Rallier. All the things we want to do being Airbender's Reversal and Yip Yip. 1, 2, 3, 1 mana left over, and 4 bodies plus 1 mana equals we can Water Bend for 5 and grab a power 3 or less creature from. From what do you call? From our deck. Okay, well, this might go okay. We can Yip Yip our 4/4. Please don't have instant speed. Okay. So that's going to be a 5/5 first striking. What's he casting it on? Iguana Parrot, right? Why can't I? Arena! Arena, why can't I see what he's... He's casting it on Paku? To give it flying. Okay, get out of here. He's not an ally. Oh my gosh. Cheaper. Okay, yip again. Maybe we have a chance at redemption here. Oh, we gave him a free yip. I didn't even think to check if Avatar Roku was an ally once he transformed. He looks like an ally to me. Let's make a dragon. Let's end our turn. Okay, well I can't get rid of our flyer. It's got mana value 0. I think we gotta go for this. 1 toughness, 3 toughness. This is the safest play. You're an ally. Please, redemption. I did it correctly this time. I expect to be rewarded. Heck yeah. 1 is not 0. 1 is not 0, baby. Momo, for sure. It's a flyer. We're alive. Even if he has something here, we're alive. The worst thing here would be like the combat trick that gives +2/+2. This with prowess would become a 5/5. Eat our 4/4 flyer. This would become a 4/5. 4/3 temporary flyer. Hooray! We live. 5 mana. So let's play Momo. What's he got? What's he got? What's he got? Okay. Hookie. We firebend him. Now we can double drop these guys. And we can waterbend for a whole lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Giant Koi is unblockable. That's a problem. Arrow's demonstration wouldn't have done it anyways. So 3 blockers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ground attackers. 4 get through. We do 5 damage in the air. He's at 8. Everything has 2 power. He's dead. As long as he doesn't have something. Is he actually... He's not at 1, right? 5 damage in the air. He goes to 8. 4 creatures get through. Yeah, all the ground creatures have 2 power. Yi. This is wrong. I don't want to be right. He needs to block fire sages. 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. So 2, 3, 7, 9, 11, 13. He's dead right now. Woo! Spicy. 1 life. Victory. We will play Yip Yip on allies when we need flying. And we will not cast it on the Legend of Roku or our fire stages because they are not helped. Lesson learned. Got away with that one. This is very much keepable. It's got Water Tribe Rallier. Got some interaction. And I've come up on Yip Yip. There are a lot of situations where you only have 1 mana. And you can have grindy games in this format, but plenty of games you lose because you don't develop out the board quick enough. You don't spend your mana efficiently enough, and you don't get a chance to play the game. That's good, but he doesn't get to airbend anything this turn. That is also a lot of fun to play with. You get to blink. Let's say like Kyoshi Warriors make 1/1s. The Deserters add 1/1 counters. And then there's some cards with better effects than making 1/1s or 1/1 counters. But, I mean, you're going to be playing creatures in white decks, you know? White has plenty of creatures. Hope is a scary turn 3. Can we kill it? Yep. All that. Alright, well, we hold up airbending lesson and airbender's reversal here. And razor rings, technically. Curious farm animals. That is actually annoying against the Legend of Roku. He's basically there. So if you attacked with the Forest and Toph, I would have... let's send back the Rocket Head and slow him down. Ooh, he can blow that up. With the Curious Farm Animals, but he's still going to have to invest 3 mana to do that. And we'll still get multiple cards off it. Do we have anything better we can do? Yeah, let's hold up all our stuff, including fetching allies. And that way if we hit like multiple lands, if we hit any lands, we can at least like play a land off it before he destroys it with his Curious Farm Animals. He's gonna blink Toph. That's pretty good. He actually doesn't play the Rocket's Audience. Momo. Oh. Do we want Momo? Or Fire Nation Cadets? Earth Kingdom. These are all solid 1-drops. I think Momo holds the counters the best. No Earth Kingdom Protectors is protection for the Water Tribe Rallier. Okay, we didn't hit a land, so let's do this. We do get a Plains. We do get to play Momo. And at least it's going to take him 3 mana and cost him his 2/2 if He destroys the legend. He's got another Airbender Ascension. He's gonna double blink Toph. Honestly, if he has a land, I would airbend Toph and then play Toph. And earthbend again. Just get stinky with it. Just get ridiculous. Doesn't actually blow up the Legend of Roku, so we get that mana next turn. We can play Vindictive Wardens in the... Yuck. We just got Deserter's Disciple. Toph is going to have a huge power. Maybe he just doesn't want to like lose the turn. Well, it's going to be worth it. Is that anything special as a creature land? Okay, gotta hold up Airbender's Reversal, Razor Rings, and I doubt it, but yep here. We can't just let him keep bouncing Toph. I will have to accept that we can play mana efficiently. I guess he doesn't need to play a creature to blink with that one. I guess he can't double blink either. I think if we are tapped out, he attacks there. Three, 6, 7. Eight, 5. Let's get some firebending mana up in here. Do we? Or do we wait for firebending mana with Vindictive Wardens next turn? Okay, we can hold up Fire Nation attacks here. Razor Ring, Airbender's Reversal, and Yip. Yes, he's getting value off Blinking Toph, but if Avatar Roku lives here, and he's hellbent, so he probably will, we'll be able to make 4/4 flyers, so we're not doing nothing. We can still play this. Is that a double? I'm just afraid that if we let this resolve, we won't be able to cast the spell. Okay, we can. Alright, what did we get? Nothing. Team Avatar, Iroh's demonstration on the bottom. Gotcha. uplift another land. 6/7. 7 mana. We can make that into 11, 12, 13, 14. That's not enough for double activation. So what's 3, 6, 7? Oh yeah, one more mana would have been sweet. So let's attack with Vindictive Wardens then. I will accept that. Make a 4/4 flyer. Will I? He has firebending for the flyer. We Razor Rings here. Live. Play all this out. I think we have less eggs and less baskets. Or more... Less baskets. No, more baskets. We have our eggs in more baskets if we do it like this. Less eggs would be less good. Okay, he actually didn't sack here his farm animals. That's kind of crazy. This is scary. And we do have quite a few tokens that he's going to be able to kill with airbending. That being said, I don't think we're cutting Fire Nation attacks. It's still only half the card that he's killing when he airbends. Technically 1/4 if we get to play it twice. Man, that Water Tribe Rallier is so good. 3 red cards, 4 red cards that we can't play. It has to be a mulligan. We're going to keep the Legend of Roku, and we're going to toss back Mr. Fire Nation Attacks. Most expensive card. There is a Curious Farmer here, unfortunately. I don't know if he'll figure out that he can sack it to destroy a enchantment or not. We could do that. We could do that. We could do that. I know that seems crazy. But hear me out. I want to play Legend of Broken on turn 4. He's shown he has a lack of removal. So we get to play Legend of Roku, get value from all 3 phases, even 2 of the 3 phases, then I think we're cooking. Yeah, boy. No turn 3 play. We like that. Maybe it's airbending lesson. invasion reinforcements. Not a ton of different things that could be in green-white. Okay. Yoshi Warriors. That's a good one. This is also a good one. Okay, one land will be wasted. But we get pretending box bears out of it. And we don't get these mountains on the top of our deck, right? We're gonna get to 6, 7. No, he's gonna fight as a 4/4. Oh no, he's gonna fight as a 3/3 or 2/3. Smack us for 6 Demaga. Not bad. We will add red. Play that. Play the Pox Bears. From Exile. Fire Sagas. And another copy of the Pox Bears. If we have nothing better to do, we can play Jasmine Dragon Tea Shop and make a 1/1 white ally creature. I think that's better than sacrificing our Sunblessed Peak. This land. Reverie Troop. Well, play Jasmine Dragon Tea Shop. +2/+2 is a 5/5 or a 5/7. I don't think we can attack in here. Let's just hold up Airbending Lesson to protect our boy Avatar Roku. And if he doesn't have anything by end of turn, then we will Airbending Lesson one of his creatures. Maybe his token to kill it. Foggy Swamp Linebacker. This card is so bad. If it could waterbend on the opponent's turn, it'd be much better, obviously, but it cannot. Hover. All right. Shields go down for a second. Ooh, does this come in tapped? Does this come in tapped? Does that matter? 4, 8, 2 left over. It does matter if it comes in tapped. Wait, does it? If Fire Sage is attacking, it doesn't. 3, 6, 7, 11, 12. It doesn't come in tapped. I don't understand why it came in tapped the other time I played it. 3, 6, 7. These two attack at least. These two attack. And we'll see if... Okay, alright. Well... Three. I think it's best to hold up Airbending Lesson and not put counters on just fire. Yikes. Okay. Well. It's pretty good. Glad we kept up Airbending Lesson.
Because we can see if we get Yip Yip. In which case it would have been better to do this pre-combat. He's got no mana left. Similarly, kill the Rapper Troop instead of his. Didn't end up mattering. There's Yip Yip. 3, 6, 7, 8. Block maximum amount of damage. And then what happens? 4, 8. We live, we pump here, we live, we pump here, we live with the flyer that has airbending. So 4, 8. We can actually afford to go to 1 trade here. So 3 plus 6 is 9. We get bodies back, so he's got 4 bodies left. We've got 5 bodies. And firebending should make a new 4 for fire. No! Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? The 1 life difference actually did matter there, not jumping the 3-3. That's like the... He's splashing black for that? He's got so much green. I assume he's green-white main? He's green-white main and he's splashing a Northern Air Temple? I'm not. Even upset with myself. That's unbelievable. That's a bad card in black. A 4 mana deal 1 damage? I need to mold this. I need to mold this part too. I can keep this. Fire Nation attacks goes back. And multiply is tough, but I think we can still do it. We can still do it. Mana is kind of okay with the top lane coming in here. We'll add a firebending mana and probably put a counter on this Fire Sages. Or just replay it. And next turn, if we can get an attack off, which we can't because he draws another Airbender's Ascension. Alright, that's fine. We'll double drop here. Now, we should be able to attack even if we don't have a land and cast Fire Nation attacks. I doubt we'll be able to block profitably against Fire Sages when he's threatening to do his thing. We'll double attack here. I'll trade a Fox Bears for a Momo Playful Pet. Momo. then Fire Nation attacks. Let's let him scry first. Doesn't like him. I do like that. Now we got 3 fire pending, so we have 7 mana, 8 mana. Okay, nice. I like the fire bending animation when you connect with combat damage to a player. We haven't seen the White Wrath, where you keep total power 4 or greater, and even if we do see it here, we're pretty fine with that. We keep 2 of the firebending soldiers, probably. This dies into a 1-1, and we're in a good spot. Whew! So that's a nice little 3-0. Nice red-white Boros deck. We really benefit from, even in these aggressive decks, from having a copy of Water Tribe Rallier. So many creatures in the set have power 3 or less. And we saw red was open with Fire Nation attacks wheeling from pick 1. Got the another 2 copies of these pretty late. Legend of Roku, obviously very nice. Weren't able to pick up a bunch of Fire Nation cadets or the Cave of Two Lovers. But Yip Yip was pretty alright. I feel pretty good about having Yip Yip. I think that might be the best enabler for these red-white decks with Fire Nation cadets. That's going to be my opinion moving forward. So, rest of the deck is just alright. But did what a red-white deck is supposed to do. Abandoned Air Temple didn't actually come into play, but if games went longer, it could have. GG's, we'll see you next time.